In the ever-shifting balance of South Asian defense politics, a new chapter is being written, this time with Israel and India at the center. Last week, Israel's Ministry of Defense Director General, General Rezin Amir Baram, signed a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, with his Indian counterpart Rajesh Kumar Singh, marking yet another milestone in the deepening defense partnership between the two nations. While the headlines in Indian media boast of Operation Sindoor and the supposed success of the Israeli-made Rampage missile, the reality of that operation and its outcomes remain far more complex. What's clear, however, is that this defense cooperation is not slowing down anytime soon. Israel's defense industries have become a cornerstone of India's modern military modernization drive. According to data from the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, SIPRI, India accounts for a staggering 34% of Israel's total defense exports between 2020 and 2024, making it the single largest customer of Israeli arms. From drones and radar systems to precision-guided munitions, the Indo-Israeli defense axis has steadily expanded over the last 2 decades. But this latest deal, centered around advanced long-range missile systems, signals a shift from mere procurement to deeper technological integration and possibly local production under India's Make in India initiative. The spark for India's renewed interest in Israeli missile technology reportedly stems from what Indian outlets called the success of the Rampage missile during Operation Sindoor, a term used in local media to describe recent military tensions with Pakistan. But beneath the grand narratives lies a far less flattering reality. Operation Sindoor did not yield the decisive results Indian defense commentators claim. In fact, during those clashes, India suffered significant losses, with reports echoed by international observers and even former US President Donald Trump confirming that 6 Indian jets were shot down by Pakistan's air defenses. Far from being a demonstration of superiority, Operation Sindoor exposed vulnerabilities in India's aerial warfare capability, particularly its limited standoff strike range against well-defended Pakistani airspace. This is where the Air Lora missile enters the story. Developed by Israel Aerospace Industries, IAI, Air Lora is a precision-strike surface-to-surface ballistic missile capable of hitting targets up to 400 kilometers away with an accuracy of around 10 meters. It's designed to take out strategic targets like missile sites, command centers, or air defense batteries without endangering the launching aircraft. For India, which operates in a region crowded with radar coverage and Chinese-supplied surface-to-air missile systems across the Pakistani border, Air Lora represents a game-changing upgrade. Unlike the Rampage missile, which has a range of roughly 250 kilometers, Air Lora allows Indian aircraft to launch strikes from within their own territory or deep behind front lines, reducing exposure to enemy fire. The Air Lora missile, weighing 1,600 kilograms and equipped with a fire-and-forget system, relies on satellite navigation that's hardened against electronic disruption. It can carry multiple types of warheads, from bunker-busting payloads to fragmentation charges for soft targets. This versatility allows it to engage both hardened bunkers and mobile targets like radar units or air bases. For India, it offers a strategic deterrence option, short of using cruise missiles or long-range artillery. Yet, this sophistication comes with a dependency: reliance on Israeli technology, software integration, and satellite guidance systems, all of which ensure that India's self-reliance goal remains partially tethered to foreign innovation. But Air Lora is not the only missile catching India's eye. Reports from India Defense Research Wing suggest that Indian defense officials are also negotiating to procure and possibly co-produce the Icebreaker cruise missile, another product of Israel's Rafael advanced defense systems. The Icebreaker, with its range of around 300 kilometers, is built for precision strikes against land and sea targets. Its unique feature lies in its AI-assisted guidance system that uses imaging infrared IIR sensors to autonomously recognize and lock on to targets, even in environments saturated with electronic warfare. The missile's ability to perform under adverse weather and GPS-denied conditions makes it ideal for the Indian Air Force's multi-role fighter platforms, including the Sukhoi Su-30 MKI and Mirage 2000. Behind these weapon systems lies the deeper story of industrial collaboration. IAI has had a long operational presence in India, and in 2023 it launched its subsidiary, Aerospace Services India, ASI, as part of a broader strategy to expand local manufacturing capacity. With 97% of ASI's 50 employees being Indian nationals, the company represents a blend of Israeli expertise and Indian workforce integration. Based in Delhi, ASI operates production facilities across the country, directly contributing to the Make in India initiative. The collaboration extends beyond assembly lines. Israel's R&D organization MEFAT and India's DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, are jointly developing and maintaining advanced systems customized for Indian military requirements. Still, this growing defense intimacy between New Delhi and Tel Aviv is not without its geopolitical implications. For one, it subtly shifts India's defense doctrine toward Western-aligned technologies and away from traditional Russian dependency, a transition that has been accelerating since the Russia-Ukraine conflict. On the other hand, it also raises alarms in Islamabad, which views Israel's increasing footprint in South Asia as a destabilizing factor. With Israel's advanced missile systems potentially deployed along Pakistan's border, the regional strategic balance could tilt toward more volatility rather than stability. In a region already thick with suspicion and unresolved disputes, such military modernization, especially when driven by narratives of revenge or restored pride, risks provoking a new phase of arms escalation. Ultimately, while the headlines in Indian media celebrate Operation Sindoor and trumpet the Rampage missile's supposed success, the strategic reality remains far more sobering. India's partnership with Israel represents both ambition and anxiety, a determination to modernize its arsenal, but also a reflection of lessons painfully learned from past miscalculations. The Air Lora and Icebreaker missiles will undoubtedly strengthen India's precision strike capabilities, but they cannot rewrite the history of operational setbacks or guarantee future battlefield dominance. For Israel, meanwhile, India remains not just a client, but a crucial partner in expanding its defense influence in Asia. As both nations move ahead with these new deals, the message is clear. In modern warfare, perception often flies faster than truth. But it's the truth that ultimately decides who holds the advantage when the smoke clears.